Good morning, class. Today, we are going to learn about countable and uncountable nouns. Let's listen to a conversation between Peter and Mary.
Hey Peter, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
I had 2 eggs, an apple, and water. What about you?
I had an orange, 2 potatoes, and a cup of coffee.
When we talk about amounts, it is important to know if a noun is countable or uncountable. Countable nouns are people and things that we can count. Uncountable nouns are things that we cannot count or that are difficult to count. Do you remember what did Mary say? She said, I had 2 eggs, an apple, and water. Because eggs and apple are countable nouns, we can add a number and the article "and" before them. But water is not countable, so we cannot use a number or an article before it. Similarly, Peter said, I had an orange, 2 potatoes, and a cup of coffee. Orange and potatoes are countable nouns, so we add a number and an article before them. However, coffee is not countable, so we use a quantity word, a cup of, to describe it. Now, let's listen to another conversation between Chris and Adrian. They are now inside the supermarket.
Adrian, we are going to a trip tomorrow. Do we need anything?
We need some biscuits.
How many biscuits do we need?
We need 1 packet of biscuits. We also need some jam.
How much jam do we need?
We need 1 jar of jam.
Do you remember Chris said, how many biscuits do we need? Because biscuits is a countable noun, we use how many when we ask about amounts. But when we ask about amounts of an uncountable noun, like jam in the conversation, we use how much. Here are 2 more examples. We say, how many onions do we need? Because onion is a countable noun. While we say, how much ketchup do we need? As ketchup is an uncountable noun. Now, let's have a summary of the difference between countable nouns and uncountable nouns when talking about amounts. To describe singular forms, we use are or an for countable nouns, like a cherry and an orange. We do not use are or an for uncountable nouns, like milk. To describe plural forms, we add s or es to most nouns, like burgers and potatoes. There are no plural forms for uncountable nouns. To show amounts, we can use numbers for countable nouns, like 2 eggs and 5 tomatoes. We can also use quantity words like a bag of apples and 2 boxes of biscuits. For uncountable nouns, we can only use quantity words but not numbers to show amounts, like a cup of tea and 4 jars of jam. To ask about amounts, we use how many for countable nouns, while we use how much for uncountable nouns. Quiz time!
Identify the uncountable nouns in the list. You have 15 seconds. Read the following sentences and select the correct options.
Congratulations! You have finished answering all questions. Your teacher will check the answers with you very soon. After watching this video, I hope that you are able to talk about a month using countable and uncountable nouns. This will help you with your next task, writing a blog entry. See you next time. Bye!